Game of Thrones was one of the most epic, groundbreaking, and addictive shows ever made, flawed, sure, especially toward the end, but at its best, it delivered unmatched tension, emotion, and shock. These 10 episodes represent when the show fired on all cylinders, whether through jaw-dropping battles, devastating betrayals, or moments that made your jaw hit the floor. Here's a top 10 greatest Game of Thrones episodes. 10. The Spoils of War, Season 7, Episode 4. You're watching Lannisters haul gold across the countryside, thinking this will be a calm, transitional episode, and then Drogon swoops in and hell rains down. This was the first time we really saw Daenerys unleash her dragon in a real battle against Westerosi forces, and it was breathtaking. It's loud, fiery, chaotic, and pure spectacle. Plus, the Brienne Arya sparring scene. Chef's kiss. 9. Blackwater, Season 2, Episode 9. Game of Thrones proved it could pull off a contained, single-location battle episode, and this was the prototype. The wildfire explosion still shocks. Tyrion's rally speech. Iconic. Stannis' invasion. Relentless. It's a masterclass in tension and strategy, and it gave us our first taste of how ugly and personal medieval warfare could feel on screen. 8. The Mountain and the Viper, Season 4, Episode 8. All you need to say is, you raped her. You murdered her. You killed her children. Oberyn Martell's duel with the Mountain is one of the most visceral, edge-of-your-seat fights in the whole series. His charisma, speed, and vengeance make you think he has it won, and then, that ending. That crushing ending. You never forget it. 7. The Winds of Winter, Season 6, Episode 10. No other episode felt so orchestrated and operatic. Cersei's wildfire plan goes off like a symphony of death, and it's set to the best music in the series. Marjorie, the High Sparrow, Loras, all gone in a single stroke. Then there's Jon being named king in the north and that our plus L equals J confirmation. This was Game of Thrones at its most masterful and mythic. 6. Baelor, Season 1, Episode 9. This is the moment when Game of Thrones officially declared, this isn't your typical fantasy show. They built Ned Stark up as the noble protagonist, and then executed him. On screen. In front of his daughter. No music. Just silence and disbelief. It shattered expectations and proved no one was safe. The real Red Wedding before the Red Wedding. 5. Hardhome, Season 5, Episode 8. You think it's going to be a dialogue-heavy episode, and then boom, the White Walkers attack, and suddenly you're watching one of the most terrifying, brutal 20 minutes in TV history. The Army of the Dead is horrific, Jon's battle is heroic, and that final moment, the Night King raising his arms and resurrecting the fallen, is the stuff of legends. 4. The Door, Season 6, Episode 5. The Bran storyline finally pays off in one of the most emotional, gut-wrenching twists the show ever delivered. The phrase, "hold the door," becomes a time-loop tragedy that hits so hard because of how innocent Hodder was. It blends fantasy, fate, and heartbreak in one of the most tragic sacrifices of the series. 3. Battle of the Bastards, Season 6, Episode 9. This is pure cinematic chaos, mud, blood, bodies piling up, and Jon Snow almost dying beneath a human avalanche. The scale of the battle is insane, but what really makes it sing is the emotional core, revenge against Ramsay Bolton. Sansa watching him get eaten by his own dogs. Poetic justice. An absolute epic. 2. The Red Wedding, aka, The Rains of Castamere, Season 3, Episode 9. Everyone remembers where they were when this aired. You go from celebration to betrayal in the blink of an eye. Catelyn's realization. Talisa's death. Robb. Even Grey Wind. And the haunting silence as Catelyn falls. It's not just a massacre, it's a narrative earthquake. This is the moment Thrones went from popular show to legendary. 1. The Lion and the Rose, Season 4, Episode 2. Yes, Battle of the Bastards is bigger, and the Red Wedding is more shocking, but this one delivered the most satisfying death in TV history. Watching Joffrey choke, gag, and turn purple at his own wedding is one of the most cathartic moments fans ever got. But it's not just revenge, it's also masterfully directed, tense as hell, and full of excellent character work. It reminded us that the game is always being played. And that no one, even the worst among them, is safe.